Joining us now is Alex Bornyakov. He is the Ukrainian Deputy Minister of Digital Transformation. Mr. Bornyakov, thank you for making time to be with us tonight.
Hi, everyone. Pleased to be here.
I want to start by asking you some very basic things about this. How have you managed to keep the internet up and running despite all of the Russian attacks?
Well, I think the reason behind this is because the first place they supposed to, and they have this vision to invade Ukraine in 3 days. So they didn't want to touch any of communication or administrative infrastructure. So this gave us some time to regroup and to defend the critical parts of it. We have a number of services, government authorities that in charge of this. One of them, and the major, it's called Special Communication Authority, that basically take charge for cybersecurity defense and communication inside a country. So after a week or two, they realized they're not going to get this so quickly, the whole Ukraine, and they started to disrupt this infrastructure. But we were ready. So right now, in most of the territory of Ukraine, excluding war zone, of course, the communication is stable and cell reception is fine.
The ministry for which you work, the Ministry of Digital Transformation, was not actually an agency built for war. It's a bureaucratic agency that is now helping modernize Ukraine. How has this transition to becoming a large part of Ukraine's military response been for you?
Well, it's because we have to act according to the realities. And yeah, indeed, we completely shifted our focus from what we were doing before the war. Right now, our focus is digital diplomacy, or someone called this digital blockade, when we really appeal to hundreds and thousands of companies, mostly like tech companies. We also take care of cyber defense of the country and cyber offense, but we still maintain government services, which you mentioned before. DIA is a government service that was installed on almost 15 million users. So this app it's very popular in Ukraine. So you can get but again, there was new features added, like you can get government help with one click in your app if you are from war zone. You mentioned before this app that alert people, and right now we also added a functionality so you can make your apply for reconstruction of your damaged property and get help for the government to restore your property, which were destroyed by Russian troops.
I am amazed at this chat bot that you've developed so that civilians anywhere in the country can report the locations of Russian troops. Help us understand how you're able to confirm those reports and how helpful that tip line has been.
Well, it's a great question, though. The thing is, the DIA, which was installed on 15 million applications, has a bank AD authorization. So it's kind of bulletproof authorization made on a two-factor, and so it's very powerful. So we use DIA authorization in this chatbot, so we make sure that there is no Russians or like spies or infiltrators. So DIA being essential part of this chatbot on the first pace.
Let me ask you about the speculation at the beginning of this war that Russia would launch a large-scale cyber attack against Ukraine and perhaps anyone who helped Ukraine. That does not seem to have happened. Why do you think that?
Well, who said they didn't? They actually did, and they instantly attacking us with a lot of we track a lot of incidents. But it appeared that their cyber offense machine or cyber offense force is not so powerful as it was imagined by some experts before the war. So they didn't really penetrate any critical part of our digital infrastructure. But they instantly trying.
Let's talk about the recruitment work that your ministry is doing, either crowdsourcing money for Ukraine's military online and actually recruiting for the military.
So after 2 days of war, we realized that National Bank of Ukraine's very limited ability of commercial banks and just regular peer-to-peer transfers, especially abroad. So we decided to use crypto in order to fundraise. This is really hectic, but we managed to partner with their private crypto exchange from Ukraine called Kuna, and they helped us to establish the security perimeters, all the exchange mechanisms. So, and we announced that we basically ready to get donations in the form of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether. And it was beyond our expectations. The community of the world, the crypto world community, started to donate millions of dollars. So we managed to raise around $70 million in crypto. And this is really what helping our army, and was really helpful, especially during the first day of war, where payments in dollars and euro were not so available like they available right now.
It's a fascinating discussion, and we appreciate you having it with us this evening. Alex Bornyakov is the Ukrainian Deputy Minister of Digital Transformation. Mr. Bornyakov, thank you for making time to be with us tonight.